Alright, hello everybody, it's Keaton here, and welcome back to this next Dandori challenge, Platinum Run. We're going to be heading into Hotshock Canyon here, which is the second challenge you encounter. We're moving up into Two Flame territory, very scary I know, but it's not too bad as you'll see. I do want to apologize for the bit of a delay between these first two parts. I was on vacation immediately after I recorded the first, but we should have some more consistency here. So, this map is pretty straightforward, kind of runs in a circle. We need to get through that gate, get to that back area there, and then the other side is more of the yellow area. I'm gonna go ahead and send Ochi over there to pluck those Pikmin while I bring my character over here to go for these. Plucking whistle coming in handy here. And I think I go ahead and send a few yellows on those, a few yellows on these. Okay, now here I make a mistake, and I didn't want to re-record, but I really should have, because I only charged the one yellow, and I didn't pay attention. So normally that gate should be broken by the time that I get back to my character, but it wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and try and get these mushrooms out of the way for future use here. There's not too much we can really do for efficiency there until we have that gate down by hitting the button in the back. Most of these digging items here are smaller because and so I'm throwing yellows on them instead, since they dig effectively. Okay, here I get back, and in my mind I go, oh no, Keaton, what have you done? You've made a terrible mistake, but it's okay. Stuff that you hopefully will not do if you're following this guide. Learn from my mistakes. But now we're gonna go ahead and reunite here, charge through, and immediately set all our yellows on fire. Really great gameplay here. It's okay though. We're gonna take out this pyroclastic sloosh, get a little bit of flowering going on a few in the meantime, just to try and speed up efficiency a little bit. I think I might send Ochi to get the pretzel. Yeah. And then we're gonna move out back here, start working on these anode beetles to get this gate open. The nice thing about anode beetles is that as long as they aren't able to make a pair, they're totally harmless. So it's pretty quick to clear out this back area here, especially with our new Pikmin that we just picked up. Wait for that to close, even though I really should have just gone around through the bars. It's amazing how much like stuff you pick up on once you're not in the moment. I don't know why I charged the yellows there. I should have done the opposite, but that's okay. Definitely send the yellows to get going on this gate here. And then I think I start the parade back. Another optimization that probably should have been done is moving the plant before I started them running back. But I didn't, so they're gonna just have a little bit of a longer route. That is okay. If all you care about is platinum, if you're going for the high score, then you're a bigger man than I am. Send them up there to get that waffle. Something I played through the entirety of the story again while I was on my vacation with the friend that I was visiting, and something that I realized replaying the story is just how much stuff you don't need yellows for that you can just knock down with Ochi instead. It's kind of infuriating. A lot of stuff, I was like, oh, I have to go get yellows because my mind is not used to having a dog that can knock stuff off the wall, but if it's on a ledge, Ochi can probably knock it over. Alright, so we've really cleared out most of the stuff at this point. We just need to take out this pole board, and then before we do much else, I think I put some on these nuggets, just because they don't get affected by the lack of ability to transport through the bars, and now it's going to be a lot easier to send stuff back. Put the yellows on this. I still need to get that jam jar down there in the bottom corner. I think I go do that in a little bit. And here we have Pikmin brains at their finest, which is just great. I hitch a ride on Ochi here to get back up a little bit faster, even though for some reason I couldn't jump. Great. Send a bunch of reds on this, because the yellows I only need 12 of to get that jam jar. Technically I don't need any. I could just give it to Ochi after he knocks it down. But my brain does not work that way. Or it did not at the time of recording this. I recorded this before I went on vacation, and now I've gone back. And you see I just give it there to Ochi. So there are some more optimizations that can be made. Honestly, now that I'm recording this in post, I think what I'm going to do is play it a second time with some of my knowledge so that you can kind of see how I've improved from this first run. And as soon as we finish up here with this segment, I'll cut to a more learned run. And that is the platinum. It's not the prettiest platinum, but it's a platinum. Let's see how much better we can do with the knowledge that I have gained from watching this. $259, not bad. Definitely an improvement over my old high score, but I know we can do better. So I will see y'all as soon as I cut. Alright, so we're gonna try this again. I've re-recorded this on a new day after I recorded the voiceover for the first part and decided that there was a lot of room for improvement. And fortunately, improve I did. So let's go ahead and take a look at some things that we did a little differently here. Right off the bat, this strategy's the same. I swap over to Ochi and send him over there to start plucking. And then we're gonna head over here, as soon as I get my bearings, to take out this room. I plucked some of those guys by accident. Thanks, Pluckaphone. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna send the reds to start working on that so that I don't make the same mistake twice. And then we're gonna switch to Ochi so that I can keep working over here. I had a little bit of trouble killing these skitter leaves, unfortunately. They were a little too active for me, but that's okay. I went ahead and took out these mushrooms like I did last time, just to kind of get the big one out of the way at least, and then my calculations for how many I wanted to have left stayed the same. And then I did something a little different this time. I actually sent Ochi to go ahead and hit the button very early on, just so that the bars would not be in the way when I was trying to carry stuff back. Now, unfortunately, he wasn't being very cooperative, but it's not the end of the world. Send him to go back there, and the bars were down enough where he didn't complain. Now we can go ahead and notice that this wall is broken this time. It's a miracle, I know. Really, probably should have nectared them, but oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and send them to deal with that, and then I'm gonna use these guys to fight the anode beetles. Unfortunately, one got caught in the crossfire there, but that's okay. They still turned out fine. Go ahead and take out these last couple. And then we're gonna go ahead and get Ochi here to gather up some peeps. Take out this last skitter leaf. And now the pot in the middle is out of the way, so we can go ahead and send him to rendezvous with us. And I think actually first I send him up here to grab the stuff from that lava flare over there. I use a few of these reds to take out this lava flare over here so that the rest of my Pikmin can carry stuff back. And then these last few go over here to fight this blowhog. Preferably without stopping the others, but it didn't quite work out, unfortunately. Just have to be careful with this guy, because he has a tendency to fling them into the electricity if you're not paying enough attention. Here, I go ahead and actually disband, just to make it a little bit easier to get those Pikmin over to the electric gate before I send Ochi back with the final treasure from that side of the map. Here I take the reds, send them off, and then I have 7 reds left, which happens to work out perfectly, because I need 7 to get the waffle down, and then I send the rest of the yellows over to work on this, and send the reds off with the waffle. And then, because, if you saw there, I have 12 yellows, that also means that when I finish that electric gate, I can immediately throw all 12 yellows up, and we'll take care of that jam jar. I'm gonna go ahead and send the rest of these guys on the nuggets there to get started, because that's a pretty big pile. And then Ochi will go take the bulb orb by himself, because, like I said in my previous video, it's bigger than 10. And when you're dealing with nuggets versus large items, it's better to have Ochi do the large items. Here I pick up all these peeps that just got left behind. I use Ochi to ferry them up to the top towards the nuggets. And then I don't know why I decided to throw them all manually here, but oh well. Then I send Ochi over to grab this last cream puff. Or I guess it's like an eclair. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be. While all the rest of my Pikmin work on nuggets. Just auto-walked in there to make sure that I didn't get myself turned around on the camera while wasting time. I don't think it lost too much time to do that. And now all that's left really is this pile of nuggets, other than waiting for Ochi to get back. Now these guys, I'm trying to figure out how to get them over to the nuggets. What I ended up doing was just picking them up from a little bit cheap, but it's okay. And then that'll just speed up getting these last nuggets a tiny bit by having some extras. And now we just kind of run the clock out. As you can see, this mission isn't too bad. Like I said, with the other one, it wasn't optimized, but I did still platinum it. So there's a lot of wiggle room, and it's just 2 flame. That makes sense. But that is going to be the platinum, and much better performance, a new high score for me. So I was very pleased about that. But yeah, that is going to be it for this part. Hope you enjoyed Hotshock Canyon and a little bit of self-improvement coming from me. And I'll look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye!